I tell someone they've entered the wrong email address. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's the question. I receive email confirmations from a commercial site, some confirmations of orders, etc. From the content of one of these, I know the person's name and date of birth, as well as the fact that they live in England. All of the emails are of the do not respond type. I suspect that someone entered their email address incorrectly at some point, and I'd like to inform the intended recipient of the issue so that it can be corrected. But I'm unable to find a contact for them. The last name is the same as mine, which makes it a little bit more complicated. This happens to me all the time. It's not because my name is necessarily that common. It's not. But the email addresses that I use kind of sort of are. They're short, and they're things that people can sometimes easily think that they can use for whatever reason, or they mistype their own. Like I said, I run into it all the time. The problem is really simple. When somebody gives you their email address as contact information and they enter it wrong, how do you contact them to tell them so? Now, to be clear, people type their email address in incorrectly all the time. It's really just a simple typo. Sometimes people intentionally enter an incorrect email address because they have to fill out a form, or they don't have an email account, or they just don't understand how email works. My sense is that it's often kids in that last bucket. This is frustrating, particularly if the emails contain important information or something they've asked for. Sounds like what you're seeing in your question is indeed important information that the person isn't getting because they've given the wrong email address. So, for example, when someone sends me a question and enters their email wrong, my response to their question will either go to the wrong person, which I think is what you're experiencing, the wrong service, the wrong country, no one, it just bounces, or wherever it's never seen or heard from again. When that happens, I have no way of contacting them. This is why so many websites ask you to type your email address in twice, which I get can be frustrating. I choose not to do that for Ask Leo, but every site is different. If you can find additional information that identifies that person, fantastic. Contact them and let them know. If the information is coming from what looks like to be a reputable company, maybe let them know the email address they have on record for one of their customers is incorrect. Even though you can't reply to the email you've received, you may be able to locate some other mechanism of contacting that company. But that's about it. You've done everything you can. You can't do anything with it until they contact you with the correct information, or you find some additional piece of information, additional contact information, either for the company or for the individual. Understand that getting the wrong email is very common, and you don't need to be concerned about it. Emails like this happen. These situations eventually resolve as people fail to get the communications they're expecting and take action themselves. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/7239. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.